Jack Ma was born in Hangzhou, China, in 1964. From the very beginning, life was not easy for him. His family was poor, and opportunities were rare. But even as a young boy, Jack had something that made him different from others: a hunger to learn and an unstoppable curiosity about the world. Every morning before sunrise, while the city was still asleep, Jack would take his bicycle and ride several kilometers to a hotel. There, he waited for foreign tourists, just to talk to them in English. He did this not for money, but for learning. People around him thought he was wasting his time, but Jack believed knowledge was more valuable than gold. He listened to the tourists, practiced his English, and learned how people from other countries thought and lived. That experience changed the way he saw the world. It became his first daily habit, the habit of learning something new every single day. Even though he had no access to good schools or technology, he learned through observation, conversation, and experience. However, Jack's school life was full of failures. He failed his primary school exams twice, failed his middle school exams 3 times, and failed to get into college on his first 2 tries. But he never gave up. He believed that failure was not the end, it was a lesson. Every time he failed, he stood up again and tried harder. When he finally entered Hangzhou Normal University, he chose to study English, a subject that had already become his passion. After graduating, he became an English teacher, earning only about $12 a month. Yet, he was happy because he loved teaching and sharing knowledge. Jack's life took another turn when he started applying for jobs outside teaching. He applied to more than 30 companies and was rejected by all. One of his most famous rejections came from KFC. When the fast food chain opened in his city, 24 people applied for jobs. 23 were accepted. Only 1 was rejected. That one was Jack Ma. But Jack never let rejection break his spirit. He told himself that every no was one step closer to a yes. He believed that the world rewards those who keep going when others stop. His persistence became his second daily habit, the habit of staying positive and never giving up, no matter how hard life got. Years later, Jack got the opportunity to travel to the United States as a translator. That journey would change his life forever. One day, while using a computer, he discovered something completely new: the internet. It fascinated him. He searched for the word China online but found no results. At that moment, a spark lit up in his mind. If the world did not know China online, maybe he could bring China to the internet. When Jack returned home, he told his friends about his idea to build a website that would connect Chinese businesses to the global market. Everyone laughed at him. They said he knew nothing about technology, nothing about business, and nothing about computers. They told him he was dreaming too big. But Jack believed that dreams were meant to be big. He believed that if he could see something clearly in his heart, one day it would become real. In 1999, inside his small apartment, Jack gathered 17 of his friends and shared his dream again. He told them about his plan to build an online platform that would help small businesses sell their products to the world. Many of them hesitated, but Jack's passion was contagious. His words were full of hope, and his confidence inspired them. Together, they decided to start a company. They named it Alibaba, inspired by the story Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Jack said that open sesame in the story meant opening the door to opportunities, and that's what he wanted to do for small businesses: open sesame to success. The early days of Alibaba were full of struggles. The internet was new in China. No one trusted online transactions. There was no money, no investors, and no customers. Some days, they worked all night and ate only instant noodles. People called them crazy, but Jack kept encouraging his team. He reminded them every day that today might be hard, tomorrow might be worse, but the day after tomorrow would be beautiful. He taught them to stay positive even in darkness. His positivity gave strength to everyone around him. Years passed, and Alibaba slowly began to grow. The team worked tirelessly, building trust with small businesses, helping them go online, and introducing new ideas. Jack led by example. He worked harder than anyone else, but he also spent time motivating his employees. He believed that true leadership was not about control but about inspiration. He told his team that a company's greatest strength was not its money or technology but its people. Jack's third daily habit was to empower others. He made sure that everyone around him felt valued and believed in their own potential. He always said that a good leader doesn't create followers, a good leader creates more leaders. He built a culture of teamwork and positivity inside Alibaba. Even when the company had no profit, he kept reminding his team that success would come if they stayed united and believed in their mission. Alibaba's breakthrough came when it became the most trusted online marketplace for businesses in China. Gradually, investors began to notice. Jack never compromised on his vision. He didn't chase quick money. He focused on solving real problems for small businesses. That focus and determination made Alibaba different. By 2014, Alibaba became one of the biggest e-commerce companies in the world. When it went public on the New York Stock Exchange, it raised $25 billion at the largest IPO in history at that time. Jack Ma, who once earned $12 a month as a teacher and was rejected by every company he applied to, became one of the richest men in Asia. But even after achieving so much, Jack never changed. He continued to live by his three habits: learning, positivity, and empowerment. Every morning, he spent time reading and learning. Every day, he inspired others through speeches and meetings. And every evening, he shared his experiences with young entrepreneurs, encouraging them to chase their dreams. He often said that success is not about how much money you make but how many people you inspire. For him, the true meaning of success was to lift others, to help them find their purpose, and to make the world a little better. Jack believed that anyone could achieve greatness if they followed the right mindset. He said that success is never about being lucky, it's about being prepared, being patient, and believing when no one else does. He proved that education, degrees, or family wealth were not the keys to success. The real key was persistence, waking up every day with hope, working hard, learning constantly, and never giving up. Even when he faced setbacks later in his career, Jack handled them with calmness. He accepted that life would always have challenges, but he also believed that problems are opportunities in disguise. He encouraged others to smile during tough times and to see failure as a teacher. Over the years, Jack Ma became more than just a businessman. He became a symbol of hope. He showed that a boy from a poor family, who failed multiple times and was rejected by the world, could rise to change the world. His story became an inspiration to millions who had been told they were not good enough. The essence of Jack Ma's success can be found in three simple daily habits. First, always learn something new, because knowledge never goes out of style. Second, stay positive and persistent, because life will test your patience before giving you success. And third, empower others, because true success is when you help others rise with you. Jack's life teaches that no dream is too big and no failure is too final. Every successful person was once a beginner who refused to give up. The world may laugh at your dreams today, but if you stay focused and disciplined, one day they will admire your success. Jack Ma's journey from an English teacher to one of the world's most influential entrepreneurs is proof that nothing is impossible. It reminds us that success is not a gift, it is a process built through habits, discipline, and faith. Every morning, he started with learning. Every challenge, he faced with a smile. Every person, he inspired with kindness. His story tells us that we don't need to be perfect to succeed, we just need to start. Stay consistent, and never lose hope, because the moment we stop believing in ourselves, that's when we truly fail. But as long as we keep trying, we're already on the path to greatness. Jack Ma's ultimate success formula is simple: learn constantly, stay positive through failure, and help others succeed. If we live by these three habits every day, our lives will change forever.